What's up guys, Anatolis here. Today I want to talk with you about LinkedIn marketing and why you need to be on LinkedIn today. Not Facebook, not Instagram, not Twitter, only LinkedIn. The main reason is that 650 million users are there and only 3 million of them publish content. Many still publish on Facebook and other social media, ignoring LinkedIn. I always speak with my clients and they ask me why they need to be on LinkedIn, because it's only for spam messages and place where you can find the job. It's not, because LinkedIn has all features that Facebook has today, and the level of engagement is higher than on Facebook. On Facebook I usually get around 3% of engagement, but on LinkedIn it's around 20 to 50%. If you publish engagement interesting posts, you get this engagement. Watch this video until then and I will show you practice advice how you can get LinkedIn followers, connections and sales, because I registered my LinkedIn account only in 2020 and for a few months I got over 9,000 followers and 6,000 connections. Stay tuned, the best part is coming. Okay guys, in this video you will not see any theory and some tips, standard recommendations that you can find online, only practical advice how you can promote your LinkedIn account from scratch. Even if you have no any followers and connections, you can do it. Let's jump in. Before start this video, I want to apologize for my hair. You know, I can't find places where I can cut my hairs because everything is closed because of Corona. You need to understand this, but that's okay. You know, it doesn't matter for LinkedIn because you can submit your previous awesome high quality photos. Okay, let's start with my account. You can see that I have my background. I took this picture on in Iceland. You know, yeah, it's awesome place. I recommend you to visit this island. Of course, when the quarantine will be gone, I think the Corona will go away soon. And okay, you can see that I have this nice picture. I think that I will change this picture in close time because it's summertime, you know, and I have high quality photo. And what you need to do, just find some pictures, professional pictures or photos and submit to your account, because if you have some stock photos or not good quality, it's not good, because you need to show that your account is professional and you are professional, of course. The next thing what you need to do, to write some bio information. You can see that I submitted information that I am CEO of SEO Tools and SEO Quick, digital marketing expert, blogger, YouTuber. You can find your bio. It's better to learn bios of your competitors and find what you can submit here, because I submit information that helps me to get sales. Okay, the next thing to write about you. Yep, I use storytelling style here. Then I submitted my feature, just my the main page of website. You can submit other pages, or sorry, no, I think that it's not the main page of the website. We can open, yeah, it's page with my services. Yeah, because I want to sell on LinkedIn, why not? You can see this option. It's only accessible for your account, but I share my screen and you can see that 10,000 people viewed my profile. It's awesome, you know. And yeah, I have a lot of search appearances and post views. That's great. You can see that I have 9,200 followers. Yeah, it's a lot, you know, because I started my LinkedIn journey only in 2020. Yeah, you can see that it's possible. You know, I think it's not possible for me on Facebook or Instagram. No, it's not good to say that it's impossible. Of course, everything is possible, but on LinkedIn it's more simple than in any other places because of the level of engagement. And the second reason, because of the system with connections. You can connect with other people and they engage with your posts like any followers. Okay, you see that I submitted my experience. Yep, just write some awesome information about your company, about your services, or where you work. It's up to you. My education, and I submitted my skills. You can see that many people endorsed my skills. That's okay. I love it. Yep, and okay, we can go ahead. The next thing what you need to do is to post. You know, I like to post a lot, and what you need to do, just click home page and start a post. That's it. Just write some awesome post for your LinkedIn, and I will show my posts that have this level of engagement. Just go ahead, view profile. You can open here, or just click here and to find posts and activity. Yeah, it depends. And what I like on LinkedIn, because you can learn your competitors, not only their posts, and even if they comment other accounts, it's essential. You can see that I have some messages here. And okay, what you need to do, click post, and you will see all my posts. The first post that you can see that I ask people to grow together. You know, it's so popular. For example, if you create such posts and ask people to grow, you can tag other people, your companies, some hashtags, and you can get high level of engagement. It works if you have a lot of followers, you know, for example, more than 1,000 followers, and after this, when you publish this post, you can see that I have over 100 likes and 98 comments. People comment this post, and they want to grow together, and it helps you know, to get these connections and followers. Just create the same post, you know, let's grow together, like this post, connect, follow. You can copy my post, you can find other engagement posts on LinkedIn. I will show you, for example, if you click notifications, you will see many the same posts. For example, this one that have give me a few seconds. Yeah, we see that this guy got 25,000 connections, and he asked people to connect each other, and yep, it works perfectly fine. If you start from scratch, if you have no any connections and followers, you can take part in the same post. To find similar posts on LinkedIn, to use some hashtags like let's grow, let's connect, and stuff like this, and comment all these posts, you know, open to connect, and people when they open similar posts, they connect with you. That's it, you know, just to find a lot of posts, you know, on LinkedIn, numerous of such posts, you know, because people it helps to get more connections and followers so fast. For example, you can check it, this one, you know, many of them, and I usually post 2 times a day the same post. That helps me to get more connections and followers. Okay, let's go ahead. You know, I will show my other posts. You understand the point. Just to when you start from scratch, take part in other the same posts, and when you have more than 1,000 followers, you can start your post, and of course to continue with commenting other posts to get engagement and followers and connection. Simple. Okay, let's go ahead. My second post, you can see that I publish a lot. It's essential on LinkedIn to publish a lot, because before starting my journey on LinkedIn, I read a lot of recommendations that you need to publish a few times a week. No way, guys. You know, sometimes I don't know what works and what doesn't work. And the best way to find it is to publish a lot. When you publish over 10 times a day, you know, I'm going to publish even over 20 times a day, because you know, you can find what posts people are interested and they want to get them. And for example, you can see that this post get 51 comments, 101 over 100 likes, and yep, I just tell people how they can find the dream job, because you know, all LinkedIn users, they want to find a good job, you know, why not? And you can see that I have a lot of comments. You can go to my post, and you know, it's essential to reply to all your comments. If you have 100,000 followers, perhaps if you have no time, okay, you can stop it. But if you start from scratch, it's essential to show your attention. You can see that I reply to all comments. Yep, it's tough, it's difficult, but for me it's essential to help others. You can see that, oh, you know, I didn't reply to some posts. Thanks for sharing, for example. We can write welcome. You can use the name because the name it's the best sound for any people. You know, I even like my comments because it increases the level of engagement. You can see this guy, experienced customer service representative, open to positions for the same. Cool. Oh, you know, he wants to find job. Cool. Let's grow. Great advice, you know. Yep, even for this comments, you can see that I reply some stuff, and for George, 100%. Okay, we can write it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to share it. George. It's better to use George or friend or bro. It depends, you know. And you can see that I get more comments. You can see that this post doesn't work like the previous one. Only 17 likes and 10 comments, because it shows that people are interested in some posts, you know, and you don't know what works and what not. It's that's why I publish a lot, you know. But if I have 10 comments, it's not bad, you know, at all. For example, give me a few seconds, I will show what we have here. You know, I just share some information about my list of SEO tools that I provided on my website. I can open. I usually put the link in the comments, because, you know, if you put the link to other websites in your post, LinkedIn decreases the level of engagement. But if you publish in the comments, that's okay. You know, you can just tell people in your comment that you will post the link in the comments. And you can see that I ask people to estimate my list of SEO tools. Yep, and I get additional traffic. Okay, go ahead. We can see that this post have over 55 likes, 27 comments. We can check out YouTube. Yep, I share information about YouTube creators that their revenue decreased because of the corona, and I tell them it's essential today to help and support, not to sell, you know, because people have no money, you know. It's better to help them and grow your network, because people have this feeling guilty if you give them something for free, you know. They will buy in the future or share your content. Yep, it helps to grow your network. And you can see that I have a lot of comments here, you know, just like this. And you can see that I publish a lot. Open my LinkedIn account, you will see all these posts, all these comments. And you know, the more interesting here that it helps me to get sales, really sales. I can show it, because on Facebook, on Instagram, any other places I can't get the same results. Look here, I open my messages, and you can see many messages, you know. Only I think like 40 messages in 1 hour, you know. It's difficult to reply to all of them. Yeah, many of them are spam, yeah, but that's okay, you know. I have the habit to ignore spam and to find some real sales, you know. I get a lot of leads here. Check it out, you know. And I have this account only a few months, and I have a few sales every day. I have a lot of comments, and yep, I share my content with my connections, with my followers. And you know, for example, I compared Facebook and LinkedIn, where for example, if I publish the same content on Facebook, I the level of engagement was around 3%, so low. But on LinkedIn, yeah, it's high level of engagement. Some of my posts even got more than I have followers. That shows that LinkedIn shares my content with non-followers as well. Yeah, you can see that I have a lot of messages, and yeah, it's tough to reply to all of them, but that's okay. I can do it because it helps me to sell. Many people ask me how to get organic reach, how to promote with SEO. Guys, SEO is overwhelmed with 1.7 billion websites online. It's difficult to outrank them, outcompete. It's better to find places with high level of engagement and huge audience. Today, LinkedIn is one of these places. The second, perhaps, TikTok. But it's not my style to record these songs and dance. I'm not good with this, but I like to promote my content on LinkedIn. I don't pay any money, I don't set up any paid ads, just set up some awesome posts that help people. And what you need to do to start publishing a lot, if you have no idea what to publish, just open the latest blog post. For example, I usually use Feedly. I can show on my oh no, I have no here, but I will show the website Feedly. You can add all blog posts to Feedly, to one dashboard. I can't log in with this laptop because I use Feedly on another one. What you need to do just to add your list of live blogs and read them when you find some interesting information to share on LinkedIn. And for example, when I started to publish on LinkedIn, it was challenging for me because I didn't know how I can publish a lot, but I just started to increase the number of publishing of my posts each day. For example, when I started, I post only one time a day. In the second day I publish 2 times a day, and today I can get even 20 times a day. It depends on the time. Okay guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Ask me any questions in the comment sections, I will reply to all of them. And stay tuned, stay care.